Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with a YouTube video. This time we're going to be playing some top ladder using a Golem Bomber deck. So, if you guys didn't know, Bomber got a buff. It got a hit speed buff. The hit speed used to be 1.9, but now it's 1.8, which means it throws bombs a little faster. And I don't know how much DPS it was, but I saw it was either, I think 5 or 6% higher DPS. It was one of those percentages. So nothing major, nothing insane, but the Bomber is definitely going to be slightly better. You know, some interactions might be different. It might get an extra throw in before it dies, where, you know, because it has a faster hit speed now. And it's really good for people who use Golem because it pairs really well with Golem. And then also people who have just used the Bomber, you know, for a while now because maybe it's one of their only maxed cards because it is a common. So, like, overall small buff, but definitely going to help out people who use the Bomber. If you guys want to support me, you can use my creator code BOSS. It means a lot, and I appreciate any of you guys who do support me and use my code. So, we're at 5,900. You know, top 2,500, nothing major, season just started, so I haven't really started pushing yet, but let's go ahead and go into the first game. And I like using Lumberjack in this deck. If you guys remember, a few months ago, Mini P.E.K.K.A got a range nerf before people used Golem Bomber with Mini P.E.K.K.A, but I feel like a lot of those players switched to Lumberjack because of the Mini P.E.K.K.A nerf. So the first thing I want to say before we get like into the game, I'm doing a giveaway on my YouTube community tab. Basically, thanks to Supercell, they basically sponsored us passes to give to you guys. Not just me, KFC's doing it as well. Also, I think OJ, CWA, bunch of creators are doing this, basically giving out pass royales. I'm giving out 25, and basically, all you need to do to enter is on my YouTube community tab, where I posted the giveaway. You just need to reply your in-game tag, and that's it. Nothing else. Just your in-game tag, and I'll pick 25 people, you know, tonight and tomorrow. And one last thing, don't enter if you already have the season 15 pass. So then that way you're not taking it away from, you know, other people, because then it just goes to waste. I don't know how they do it exactly, but they give you it. Alright, so this guy's RG. We took a little bit of damage. I played a Golem because he went for a Goblin Cage. It's kind of what you're supposed to do. If someone goes for a Goblin Cage, you're kind of supposed to Golem, but it didn't really work out because, honestly, let's see if I can save the tower. Nah, I can't. Alright, so we need to try to come back. And we have a high chance of doing that because Golem is good, as a lot of you guys probably know, in double, because it's much easier for you to build up a push. It's just the question of if we're going to be able to do it or not. If he gives us a lot of lightning value and plays stuff in the front of the tower, I might not lightning the tower. I might just lightning the other cards so then I can get the most value out of it possible. Because sometimes, yeah, like I'm going to lightning the front there. And he's going to have a rough time defending this. I can also go for a tornado to pull in this musketeer so we can kill it easier. Okay, we got the tower. He's just wasting elixir at this point. Whoa. We're going to set up another Golem because he just spent so much elixir even though his tower was already pretty much dead. If he goes RG in the pocket, I'm just going to Bomber. Looks like he's going to play defense. As I said, huge overcommitment on his end. Some people do that a lot. They freak out and try to defend a Golem push even though they can't. So I'm just going to go for the lightning once again on the Musketeer and the Goblin Cage. Kind of a good tip for you guys who use Golem. Playing a lightning on the tower isn't really that important. It's more important that you play a lightning on the support cards, because you saw, because I did that and didn't lightning the tower, we took his tower. If his Musketeer was still alive, could have been a completely different story. So, good game. pretty easy first game. You know, obviously he got a huge lead at the beginning, but the thing is with Golem is if you lose a tower early on, it's not really the end of the world, because sometimes with Golem, it's really not over until the match is over and you're out of time, because it sometimes just takes one Golem push in double or triple elixir and you can just make a comeback, because it's tough for your opponent to stop it when you keep just stockpiling everything behind the Golem. So let's go for the next game here. We're top 2,000 now. Let's keep going, try to get to at least 6,000. That would be a good goal for this video. Reverse Accused Joker. So we don't have Golem in our starting hand. If you have Golem in your starting hand and have Night Witch and Bomber in cycle, you can play Golem in the back first play. But if you have any other cycle, like say you have Golem, Lightning, Tornado, something else, then I wouldn't. Only Golem first play if you have Baby Dragon, or sorry, Night Witch and Bomber in cycle. Okay, so this guy's just going to Golem at the bridge. I don't know if that's a good play or not. We'll see. Okay, we retargeted the cannon cart. Nice. I mean, sucks we didn't have a Golem in cycle. Had I had a Golem in cycle, we could have played our own Golem, but sometimes starting hand can screw you over. Because ideally, if someone plays in a Golem versus Golem match, typically the first person to play a Golem gets the better exchange. So to be honest, I'm just going to play my own Golem, see what he wants to do. He might Golem same lane. Okay, so at this point, I want to try to tower trade. Oh, interesting. I'm thinking. I was going to say, I don't know if I want to defend my tower. I hope that was the right play. I think it was. Actually, let's go Lumberjack at the bridge in the other lane. I was hoping he'd like Tornado or something last second. Oh, but actually that Lumberjack was still... Oh, it killed the Night Witch. Wow, okay, that was a really, really good play on my end. That Lumberjack distracting the tower, it even killed the Night Witch. He is going to get the cannon cart to lock on, but I don't know if that was the best play. You're not, with Golem, you're not really supposed to get damage with your support cards. You're mostly... It's funny that I'm saying that right after I played a Lumberjack at the bridge, but that was a very rare circumstance that I did that just because... Okay, we can Golem in the pocket because the King Tower is distracted. We have a lot of support cards down, and... Let's get rid of that Baby Dragon. Oh, the Bomber! Coming in clutch. It already got a lot of value on defense versus the Golem, and then it 3-crowns him. So again, kind of a mini comeback, because at the beginning of the game, we lost almost our whole tower, but once again, we kind of made a nice comeback. Alright, let's open these tiers up. Alright, here we go. 2 more to go. We found a game versus KFC, so I don't think this is the real KFC because the real one's in my clan. And this guy appears to be in a Korean clan, so I don't think that this is the real KFC. The YouTuber, if you guys know who I'm talking about. So I do have a Night Witch in my starting hand, so I am going to consider playing a Golem first play. And because he's not doing anything, it tells me he's probably using an expensive deck as well. So, in a few seconds, I'm just going to Golem in the back. Because you want to have, ideally, Bomber or Night Witch. Having both is great, but at least one or the other. So let's do it, taking our chances here a little bit. but it is good to just do it if, you know, if your cycle is somewhat okay. You don't, if you have Golem in your starting hand, I wouldn't the first 5 seconds just Golem, even if you have Night Witch and Bomber. I'd wait, feel it out a little bit, make sure they don't have like a cycle deck, but this is fine, I feel like. Oh, he's got a, I don't actually know what this is. Rocket, Ice Whiz. I mean, it could be like, okay, I'm gonna Lumberjack behind just because, oh. Nice, so that's another thing. Tornadoes are very good to use if someone plays something in the middle and you can just tornado into the other lane. Same thing, like if you're versus P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam, and say someone plays an E-Wiz in the middle, and you have a Golem push. Tornado the E-Wiz into the opposite lane, and I guarantee that you'll get a lot of damage, or at the very least force a lot of elixir out of them. So take that every opportunity you can get. He's just going to give up his tower. I mean, this guy's got kind of a strange deck. I mean, considering Rocket is his spell. I don't even think we need to play another Golem. I think we could just get away with... I'm going to Lightning the Musketeer. Musketeers are annoying because we don't really, besides the Lightning, have a great response. So I'm just going to Lightning it, especially if we get tower damage as well. He's got 30 seconds to go. I mean, he needs to rocket our tower twice or get an RG connection. He doesn't have time to rocket twice, so at this point, if he wants to win, he needs to get an RG to connect to the tower. I guess he could play rocket and arrows, but that at that point is kind of a bit of an overcommitment, so if he goes for the rocket, that's not down in time. Whew. Close. And the thing is even if he got the rocket down in time, I don't think he would have been able to defend after being in that much of an elixir deficit, especially considering he didn't have the tornado. An Ice Wizard deck without the tornado. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but a few people do that. Not sure why. I mean, but that guy just had kind of a funky deck in general. Alright, so we're one game off 6K. Let's try to get it right now. A lot of the games have been quick, which is interesting because Golem, usually the games are longer. Alright, we're just going to Golem to tank that. He might like spam us in the other lane if he has Skeleton Barrel. We're going to try to activate the... Okay. There we go. King Tower successfully activated. Really easy to do. You know, take some practice. I messed it up when I first started doing it, you know, at the beginning when the tornado, pretty early on when the tornado got a rework. You know, it took me a few weeks to get it down and be able to do it consistently, but now I pretty much can do it every single time. So make sure to practice that because it is very, very useful to get the king activated in any tornado deck, you know, off the Skeleton Barrel. Alright, he doesn't have bats, so I'm going to Mega Minion. He can't catch this, and if he does, he's going to have to use, like, a Knight or something, which would be an overcommitment. In this matchup, I don't really want to Golem until double. Because he's not going to let us. And the problem is... This is why I was saying when you're versus cycle decks, it's not a good idea... Well, okay, Skeleton Barrel's out of cycle... Mortar's out of cycle. So I'm going to do it because Bomber's so good on defense. And now he's going to Mortar again because he has it back in rotation. And I don't know if I want to Lightning it. Because if I do... Oh my... Okay, I'm just going to have to let that go. I mean, he spent 7 Elixir, Goblin getting Mortar for an 8 Elixir Golem. I mean... I don't know. I'm going to Tornado that back. We're in double now. We might, you know, have a chance of breaking through here. We can see this is a little bit obnoxious. These are the type of decks that are a little bit frustrating to verse. Now, we could get a very... Yeah, that's what I was saying. A very valuable Lightning. I don't think that was that smart of him to give us that much value. But... we might not even be able to break through even after that. We'll have to see. Let's try to get a nice NATO here. Yeah, I mean, he just fireballed the bomber. Yeah, this matchup's a little rough, not gonna lie. It's rough because we can't really deal with how fast his cycle is. And also just the musketeer, it's a little frustrating. It gets him a lot of value every single time. Yeah. I guess we're going to get a pretty valuable tornado here, but yeah, I think this is a good game. It's a really tough matchup, I think. And this Mortar deck is pretty dang strong as well. It's like one of the best decks in the meta right now, so I feel like there's no shame losing this one. Oh. Wait. Oh my. Okay, I don't even know what just happened, but I guess not the best defense at the end, or we just got a little lucky, but he screwed up. Big time. Sometimes it just takes one golem push, but I don't know if we just outplayed him or if he messed up, but that was pretty crazy. Because we were like losing the whole time that game. And he just needed pretty much 2 fireballs on my tower and he would have won. But I guess it's risky for him to cycle fireballs. That's why he decided not to, but man, that was close. Alright, we're almost top 1,000. Let's go. Let's try to get one more win. Because most of the games were relatively short. We didn't have any games that really went, you know, into the all 5 minutes or whatever. Alright, we'll give him the good luck. See what he wants to do. We don't have Night Witch and Bomber in cycle, so I guess I'll just wait a few seconds before I Golem. But I might just Golem at 230 if he doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'll at 230 play a Golem in the back. And here's what I'm going to do. If he rushes the opposite, I'm still going to Golem, to be honest. That's not really... It's kind of a waste of 3 elixir if you think about it. Night Witch. Okay, so he might be using a Golem deck too. So let's get our own Night Witch down and then see what he wants to do. Mini P.E.K.K.A. Yeah, so it's either probably Golem. It could be... yeah, it has to be Golem. Alright, I think I'm going to go for a Lumberjack. He's going to Tornado this probably. Zap? Interesting. Guards, okay, are back in rotation, but guards aren't the best counter to the Lumberjack, especially if the tower isn't helping out, and that should be tower down if he ignores it. Yep. I was barely right. The Lumberjack was actually 1 HP, but I had a feeling it was going to be tower down. The Lumberjack just hit so quickly. Okay, so looking pretty good here. We can go for a Mega Minion in the back because we're up Elixir. He's going to go for a Golem, so now we can just cycle... Actually, I don't really want to... After already cycling a Mega Minion, I don't really want to Golem. I guess I'll just go for a Bomber, and then we can just try to defend this without going for a Golem. This could be really bad, and I'm expecting him to get lots of damage on my tower, but at least... Oh, wow, he's got a Bomber, too. Oh, let's go. That's so good. Like, look at this. Oh my gosh, that Tornado got so much value. He got no damage. Wow, that defense was pretty perfect, honestly. That was pretty crazy. I'm going to Golem now. Because we got the Night Witch up, it's double, and I don't know if he... Yep, at this point he's got no chance. He's playing Golems into my Golems, and I don't really know. I think it's impossible for him to break through at this point. This is pretty much his last Golem push, too, because of the amount of time he's got left, so... I don't know. I think this is pretty much over. I mean, he's going to Lightning, but... I guess I could just Tornado everything, and then go for my own Lightning. I mean, I kind of missed the Night Witch, but, you know, does it even really matter? Not really. You know, it would have been good to hit it, but the Lightning still got value regardless, so. And yeah, we win another game versus Golem deck. Interesting that he does have guards. I don't really think guards are that good. In fact, a couple people were saying guards should get a buff, and I kind of somewhat agree with it because, I don't know, they're pretty weak. They don't really get much value as much as they used to like a year ago. So yeah, I think that'll be it for the video. We reached our goal. In fact, we got an extra win beyond what our goal was, and we're 750th, probably even more like top 700 because there is glitched accounts, of course, as always, beginning of the season, and then there's, you know, more, but I'm not going to go through. Oh, and it looks like this guy got banned, so whole bunch of stuff going on the leaderboards that shouldn't be happening. But anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Make sure to, you know, as I said at the beginning, if you guys want a chance to win a Pass Royale, go to my YouTube community tab, comment your hashtag, you know, and thanks again for Supercell for, you know, sponsoring us creators out, allowing us to do these giveaways, because it's not with our own money. We actually, I guess Supercell, well, they're not technically, I don't know if they're paying for it because it is their game, but they are, you know, allowing you guys to 25 people, for me at least, to get free Pass Royales, and then there's other creators doing it as well. So hope you guys, yeah, enjoy that, and yeah, congrats to those of you who win. I'll pick the winners tonight and tomorrow. That's gonna be it for the video. Let me know, you know, what you guys think of the bomber. And you know, I'm gonna say again, of course, I know the bomber is gonna be OP. I just want 2, 3, 4, 5 games, so we won all 5 games. So again, I know the bomber, obviously not a broken card, you know, OP, anything like that. I just like showing you guys cards that get buffed, you know, to give you guys an idea if you want to use them, or if you use the card like the Zappies and the bomber, which I made a video on, you guys get to see some new interactions, or just, you know, see they're, you know, more viable than what they were before. So let me know if you guys would like to see a video on the Fire Spirits getting buffed. I will say though, of all the cards getting buffed, bomber, Zappies, and Fire Spirits, I would say, I don't really know. I don't think they even fit, they didn't really fit in any deck to begin with. At least the Zappies fit in like Royal Hog decks, the bomber fit in Golem, whereas the Fire Spirits didn't really fit in anything. But if you guys have any ideas, let me know. That's gonna be it for the video. Thanks again, until next time, guys.